never thinks about himself, God. That's why he's in so much trouble.
Bert's a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, dear Lord. Watch over him tonight.
Please, God, something's the matter with Daddy.
Please bring Daddy back.
Hello, Joseph. Well, looks like we'll have to send someone down. A lot of people are asking for help for managing George Bailey. George Bailey? Yes, my sister's alive. You're right. We'll have to send someone down immediately. Whose turn is it? That's why I came to see you, sir. It's Clarence's turn. Oh, hasn't he got his wings yet? We can pass him up right along. Yes, you know, sir, he's not that cute or rabbit. Yes, but he's got the face of a child. Simple. Joseph, send for Clarence.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence, man down on earth needs our help.
Oh, splendid. Is he sick?
No, Clarence. He's discouraged. Man with no hope. At exactly 10:45 p.m. tonight, Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
His life. Oh, no. Oh, I've only got about an hour to get ready. What are they wearing now?
We will spend that hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I might ask, if I accomplish this mission, might I perhaps with my wings? I mean, it's been about 200 years and people are starting to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Poor George. Sit down, Clarence.
Sit down. What for?
Well, if you're going to help a minute, you want to know something about him, don't you?
Yes, naturally, of course.
Well, keep your eyes open. I'm going to take you back to 1928, Clarence. See the town?
I don't see anything.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't got your wings yet. Now look, I'll help you out. Concentrate. Begin to see something.
Yes, yes, that's amazing.
If you ever get your wings, you'll see all by yourself.
Wonderful. Oh, I can really start to see something now. Oh, what a pretty little town.
Clarence, you are now in Bedford Falls.
Oh, don't take any plug nickels, George. Anything else?
I bid farewell to Bedford Falls. In all the years I've been here, no, it hasn't changed at all. It's Bedford Falls. I've got to cross the ocean before I climb the wall and say grace to Bedford Falls.
There's lots of things to do here.
Lots of things to see, but I've already done them all. There's not enough for me.
That's my man. It's a good face. I like it. I hope I like George Bailey.
Oh, you will.
But why does he want to leave this pretty little town? Everyone seems so nice.
Wait to see.
And blackout. A little music there. And lights up.
No. Now, Joe, I want a big one. See, a big one, not one for one night. I want one for 1,001 nights, with plenty of room for labels from Italy and Baghdad and Twin Falls, Idaho. A big one. See?
I see a flying carpet, huh? I don't suppose this old second-hand job, would you?
Now you're talking to words. I can use this as a raft in case the boat sinks. How much does this cost?
No charge.
Joe, that's my trick here. I could have swore you said no charge.
That's right.
Huh. What's my name doing on it?
A present from old man Gower.
What do you know about that?
He came down and picked it out himself.
My old boss from the drugstore.
Hey, George, did you get your bag?
Oh, Mr. Coward, thank you very much. It's exactly what I wanted.
Forget it, George. It's the best I can do after all you've done for me.
George, I see you got your bag. What do you go?
Italy, maybe?
Italy, France, Spain, you name it.
Oh, George, if you go to Italy, you can go see my mama.
Not before he see my mama first.
Well, I'll probably be moving so fast I won't have time to see either one of them.
Well, you're not hurrying too fast right now. Now, Mom says we need to get home and we have supper before the big dance tonight.
Oh, Mom, hey, look! Look at the 2K Mr. Coward bought for me.
It's perfect.
I'm all ready to go to Europe.
But first, we have to go home and get ready for the dance.
No, Harry, come on, George. I don't even know that I'm going, and all those little kids. And
Little kids like me, George?
well, hi, Violet. That's some dress you've got there.
This old lady? I only wear it when I don't learn how I look. Well, I hope to see you tonight at the dance, George. With all the other little kids.
Mamma mia!
Giuseppe!
Bert, isn't there a law against something like that? I mean, in broad daylight? Well, if there's not, there ought to be.
Oh, George, I'm so glad I finally found you. Your mother was wondering if you knew where the weekly deposit slips are. And Mr. Potter was asking for them. You know he's on the board now.
Oh, well, sure I do. I gave them to Billy last night.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Well, Billy, we'll just have to keep looking until we find them.
Well, of course we will, wherever those are. Say, George, you got any idea where those might be?
Now, Billy.
All right.
Don't worry, Uncle Billy. I mean, Harry here. He'll have things running so smoothly while I'm gone, they'll pretty soon to forget about old George Bailey.
Now, George, Harry will do a fine job. He's smart, but we'd never can forget about you. Just look at what all you've done. Edward Wells will never be the same without you.
That's right, Uncle Billy. When I was only 9 years old, I fell into the ice. The water was so dark and cold, but George did not think twice. He jumped in to save his brother. His whole life he'd sacrificed. Now that's George Bailey to me.
Don't you remember?
George.
Oh, yes, he's alive and well. Good man.
Except, who was that guy in the wheelchair? Ebenezer Scrooge?
Henry Potter. For riches and the meanest man in town.
What's he got against George Bailey?
He's jealous. You see, George is a hero to these people.
Well, of course he is. I mean, look at all the things he's done. Why, do you know that he even jumped through the ice to save his brother Harry from drowning?
Yes, that's how he lost his hearing in his left ear. He got a bad cold and his ear was infected.
Right, that's right. And he kept Mr. Gower from sending out poison as medicine by mistake.
Right again, Clarence. Why, if you keep this up, you might just earn those wages.
Oh, I hope so, sir. Line.
Oh, now what about George?
Oh, what about George? Did he ever leave Bedford Falls? What about his trip? Where did he go?
Wait and see, Clarence. There's still a lot more to learn about George Bailey.
Oh, and lights up. Lights up.
Oh, we're starting?
And lights up.
George, Harry, come down to dinner. Everything's getting cold. You know we've been waiting for you.
Okay, Mom.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Last meal at the old Bailey boarding house.
Harry!
No time to eat, Mom. I'll grab something at the dance. Pop, can I have the keys? I need to get some plates and things.
What plates?
I'm chairman of the Eats Committee. I don't need a very many.
But not my good Haviland.
Oh, Ma, let him have some plates.
Well, George, you have a good trip. Uncle Billy and I are going to miss you.
Oh, miss you too, Pop. Hey, what's the matter? You look tired.
Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today.
Oh?
I thought we put him on board.
Oh, I thought when we put him on board of directors, he was up there.
I wonder what's eating that old money-grubbing buzzard anyways.
Oh, he's sick and frustrated. Frustrated in the mind, sick in the soul, if he has one. Hates everybody that has anything he can't have. Hates us mostly, I guess.
Game away! Game away!
You put those things in the car and I'll go get your tie and sleds together.
Okay. Hey, you coming to the dance later? You coming to the dance, George?
What, before today?
I thought so.
No gin tonight, son.
Pop. Just a little.
No, son, not a bit. Boys, girls, music, why do they need gin?
You know, Pop, was I like that when I graduated from high school?
Pretty much. You know, Harry, George, we wish we could send Harry to college with you. Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
Well, see, we got that all figured out. See, Harry will take my job at Building Loan, work there 4 years, and then he'll go to college.
He's pretty young for that.
No younger than I was.
Yeah, maybe you were born older.
How's that?
Say, maybe you were born older. You decide what you're going to do when you get out of college?
Oh, yeah, sure. All that stuff I've talked about, you know. Design new buildings, plan modern city, all that stuff I've been talking about.
Still after that first million before you're 30.
I'll settle for half that in cash.
Of course, it's just a thought. You wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you?
Oh, now, Paul, I couldn't face every day being stuck in a shabby little office all day long. And, you know, Mom, why don't you sit down and take a seat? You'd be more comfortable when you get out here everything going on.
Don't mind if I do.
Well, just a little early for that thought.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just all this business is spending your whole life thinking of nickels and dimes and trying to figure out how to save 3 cents on a length of pipe. I just couldn't do it. I want to do something big and something important.
You know, son, in our shabby little office, We feel that we've done something important in a small way. It's deep in the urgent, man, to on his own roof, walls, the fireplace. We help him get those things. Roof and the fireplace, porch and swing, light fitting things, and a doorbell ring. Son, you've got talent. I've seen it. Now you go get yourself a good education. But remember, no matter where you're at, always got a place to call.
Dad, the biggest man in there.
My wonderful family, my children, my wife, our life is called a wonderful life.
Your face has left
These memories we share, I would not want more. You don't need
Feel like a king.
just need a place to
Gather together on each Christmas Eve and thank God that you're not alone. Just need a place to call home.
And blackout. Yep. See, change quickly. Remember what you do from night to night. All the way up, all the way up. There you go. And get laces. And lights up.
Why, Sam Wainwright, you've been acting like that ever since we were little kids.
Acting like what?
like a donkey's backside.
I thought after 4 years in college, you've been all grown up by now. But I guess some things never change, now do they? Henry, is George ready to dance tonight?
I think I just about had him talked into it before I left.
Good, I really hope so. I really like George.
Well, Mom says you like everybody.
What's wrong with that?
There's George. Hello. Hee-haw.
Sam Wainwright! How you doing? When did you get here?
This afternoon, I thought I'd come down and give the kids a thrill.
Old college graduate now, huh?
Yeah, old college Joe Wainwright. That's what they call me. Well, freshman, looks like you're gonna make it after all.
Yeah, finally get it down to here.
Harry! You're the guy I'm looking for. Coach has heard all about you.
He has?
Yeah, and his mouth's watering. He's watched all the film. Oh, he wants me to find out if you're gonna come along with us.
I gotta save some dough first.
Well, you better save it fast. We need great ends like you, not worn out old ones like this one.
Yeehaw!
Hey, George.
Oh, hi, Violet.
Dance with me?
Oh,
Come
well.
on, Georgie Porgy.
I-
George!
silly enough already. I mean, calling grown kids.
Oh,
And...
come on, be a sport. Dance with her just one time and you'll give her the thrill of her life.
Go on. Well,
Please
I'm sorry by that.
But I asked her.
Come on, Violet. I'll be your Georgian for you. Yeehaw, don't be too long. I don't want to be stuck being a babysitter for her.
You remember George? Well, this is Mary. I'll be seeing you.
Hello.
Hello. You look at me as if you didn't know me.
I don't.
You pass me on the street almost every day.
Me? That wasn't you. That was a little girl named Mary Wainwright.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! It's the prize, a genuine loving cup. Those not tapped by the judges remain on the dance floor. Would you like to dance with me?
And curtain closed. Out front of curtain. We need a park bench, do we not?
Yes.
Must be.
Buffalo kids come out tonight, kids come out tonight, kids come out tonight. Buffalo gals, kids come out tonight. And dance by the light of the moon. The hot dog, just like an organ.
Beautiful.
You look wonderful. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say that you're the prettiest girl with that.
Well, why don't you say it?
Maybe I will. Say, how old are you?
18.
18. Wasn't just last year that you were 17?
Too young or too old?
Oh no, sorry. 18. You know, I think I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old house.
No, you see, you make a wish and then you try to break some glass.
Oh,
You have a pretty good shot these days.
George, don't. It's full of romance, that old place. I'd like to live in it.
That place? I want to live there as a ghost. Now watch, right on the second story.
Where's your wish, George?
Oh, not just one wish, Mary. A whole hatful. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, or the next year, and the next year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet. I'm going to see the world. I'm going to go to Italy and Greece. I'm going to see the Parthenon and the Colosseum. And all then I'll come back here and I'll go to college and I'll see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airstrips and skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long. And say, you going to throw a rock? See, that was a pretty good shot. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Buffalo gals, kids come out tonight.
Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon. What did you wish for when you see that rock?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Mary. What do you wish for? What is it you want? You want the moon? Say the word and I'll throw a lasso up and I'll pull it down for you. See, that's a pretty good idea, Mary.
I'll take it.
Want the moon, I'll give it to you. Or if you want Mars or Venus, I'll lasso those to
George, come on, quick. Your father's had a stroke.
Come on, George.
Come on.
Mary, I'm sorry, I've got to go.
I'm sorry, George. I'm so sorry. Oh, dear God, please help George. Start sooner. When they run in. George Bailey, don't stop dreaming. Life is wonderful, it seems. This moment may reveal to you the man we're meant to be. And I believe someday, somehow, that you will marry me. You are my destiny. My George Bailey, I've loved you my whole life. My George Bailey, one day I'll be your wife. My George Bailey, my dreams cannot be sharing my George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die.
And blackout. And lights up.
I think that's all we'll need you for, George. I know you're anxious to make the train.
It's on the taxiway.
I want the whole board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe this summer to help raise things out for these past few months. Good luck to you at school, George. Lines. Now we come to the real purpose of this meeting, to appoint a successor to our dear friend, Peter Bailey.
Madam Chair, I'd like to get to my real purpose for this meeting. I claim that this institution is not necessary to this town. Madam Chair, I make a motion that we dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the city.
George, you heard that, buzzard?
Madam Chair, it's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to discuss chloroforming the building alone.
I second his motion.
Very well. Then I'll ask the two executive officers to withdraw. But before you go, I know that the board wishes to express its deep sorrow at the passing of Peter Bailey.
Thank you very much.
It was his faith and devotion that were responsible for this organization.
I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the building owner.
Potter, coming from you, you're the one that probably put him in his grave.
Peter Bailey was not a businessman. That's what killed him. I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called, but ideals without common sense can ruin this town. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Take this loan here to Ernie Bishop. You know that fellow that sits around all day in his taxi? Sits around all day on his brains in his taxi. I happen to know the bank turned down this loan, but he comes here and we're building him a house worth $5,000. Why?
Well, I handle that myself, Mr. Potter. You've got all the papers right there, his insurance, his salary. I can personally vouch for his character.
Oh, a friend of yours.
Yes, sir.
You see, you can come here and shoot pool with some employee, and then you can borrow money. What does that get us? But a discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class, and all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey stir them up and fill their heads with a lot of impossible ideas. Now I say...
Now, just a minute.
nobody can say anything about his character. For the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he never once thought of himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? Well, he never even saved enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. What's wrong with that? You're old businessmen here. Doesn't that make them better citizens? Doesn't that make them better customers? Wasn't it you said a minute ago that a person ought to wait before he even thinks of buying a home? Wait? Wait for what? For his children to grow up and move out? For him to be so old and crippled that they... You know how long it takes a working man to earn $5,000? Well, this rabble I've been talking about, they do more than the working, living, paying, and dying in this community. Is it too much to ask them to work, pay, live, and die with a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Well, my father didn't think so. To him, they're human beings, but to you, a frustrated old man, they're cattle. My father died a much richer man in my book than you'll ever be, Mr. Potter.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something that you can't get your growing little hands on. That's what you're talking about. I know. Well, you're the board here. You decide what happens. But just one more thing, though. This town needs this measly little institution, if nothing else, than to have somewhere that people can go to without having to call a Potter. That's all. Come on, Billy.
Sentimental hogwash. I want my motion.
Boy, oh boy, that was telling him, George, oh boy. You shut his big mouth. You should have heard us tell you.
What was going on in there? We heard a lot of yelling.
We're going out of business after 25 years. No win, no loss. Another job, 55.
56. Well, here it is. Hell one and female.
George, I'm telling you, you gotta get this plastics business with me. Sam, what are you talking about? I got a big deal coming in that's gonna make us all rich. George, you remember you told me you read in that magazine about making plastics out of soybeans? Yeah, sure. Well, my father snapped up the idea. He's gonna build a plant right outside of Rochester. Rochester? Why Rochester? Well, why not? Can you think of anything better? Well, sure. Why not right here? I mean, you remember the old tool and machining shop, right? Well, you tell your father he can get that for a song. Half the town went in employment when that place went under. Is that right? Well, I'll tell him. Oh, baby, I knew you'd come through. Now listen, have you got any money? Well, yeah, sure. Well, no, Sam, I don't. I'm going to college. I can't. I'm telling you, George, this thing's going to be bigger than plastics. And you can be in on the ground floor. This is the chance of a lifetime. Don't miss this moment, my friend. The moment's now is the right time to make a break for it, just for the sake of yourself. You've got the talent and the style. Oh, yes, I see you've even got the smile. So don't miss it. It's business, it's plastics, it's new. This is the chance of a lifetime, but the choice is up to you.
Come on, George, we're a week late for school already. You'll miss your train. Go on.
Come on.
What's going on?
You missed your trip. You don't want to give up college too, do ya? This is the chance of a lifetime, the moment the dream has so long. Lifetime. It's so kind of love. You got the brains, you're more than smart. I know what's beating inside the heart. So don't miss it. It's college, it's honest, it's true. This is the chance of a lifetime, but the choice is up to you.
Hey, Marvin Bailey, imagine the name, imagine the money, imagine the fame.
Imagine your father, I know what he'd say. Bailey in college, don't throw it away.
The chance of a lifetime does not come along every day. No, not every day.
George, they didn't do it. They voted Potter down. They got one condition, only one condition. They voted George here as superior executive to take his father's place.
Oh no, George! This is the chance of a lifetime.
did he ever get to go to college?
Nope, he sacrificed that dream to his brother instead. George was waiting for Harry to come back to college, finally travel the world, find an exciting job, and make his fortune. And when Harry arrived home, he had a surprise for everyone.
Oh, I love surprises. What was it?
While he was away at college, Harry got married to a lovely girl named Ruth.
Young love. Oh, it's just so wonderful. But what about George? Did he ever fall in love? Did he ever get married? What about that girl with the moonbeam shooting out of her hair?
Watch and see, Clarence. You got to pay close attention if you want to win those wings.
And lights up.
Harry, baby, I might forgive you someday for getting engaged and married without telling you first, but it certainly helps that you brought home such a beautiful bride.
Oh, Mrs. Gilly, that's very sweet of you, but I still think I got the best part of the deal.
I don't know about that. How you ever married my two-headed brother? I'll never know. How do you talk him into it?
Well, if you must know, it was mercenary. My father offered him a job.
Is it a good job?
What, he gets you and a job? Wow, Harry's cup runneth over.
Is it a good job?
Oh, yes, very. Not much money, but a good future, you know. Harry's a genius at research. My father fell in love with him.
And you did too.
Yes, I sure did.
Well, that's easy.
Billy, why don't you get Harry and Ruth's bags, pack them upstairs and see if you can get them unpacked, and maybe they'd like you to show them around town, if that's all right with Ruth.
Well, I'd love to. Harry says Bedford Falls is so quaint.
I didn't even say that, did you?
George.
Let's go, Harry. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Thank you, George. Come on, Harry. Let's get the bags and I'll escort the bride.
That's for nothing. How do you like her?
No, she's well.
She can keep Harry on his toes.
Out of Bedford Falls, anyways.
Did you know that Mary's Hatch is back from school? Been home 3 days. Nice girl, that Mary. Will you stop that grunting? Line. Give me one good reason why you should go call on Mary.
Well, sure. Sam Wainwright. Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him.
Well, how do you know? You discuss it with her?
No.
Well, then how do you know?
I've got eyes, haven't I? She lights up like a firefly every time you're around.
Oh.
So, are you going to go over to her house?
Mother, you know, I can see right through you to your back collar button. Trying to get rid of me, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think I'll go out and find me a little pretty girl and do some passionate neck. Oh, George. Joe does point me in the right direction.
You know the way.
Good night, Mrs. Bailey. Bye.
mind.
Well, about what?
About coming in. Your mother just phoned and said you were on your way over to pay me a visit.
My mother phoned you. How'd she know?
Well, didn't you tell her?
I didn't tell anybody. I was just passing by.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
I guess I would, but you have to understand, I didn't tell anybody I was passing by. So, when did you get back?
Tuesday.
It's a nice dress.
Do you like it?
No, it's all right. I thought you would have stayed up in New York with Sam and Indy and the rest of them.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations, but I don't know, I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, for my family and would you like to sit down?
Oh, well, I don't want to be rude. I was only passing through here for a minute.
Would you rather leave?
No, I don't want to be rude.
Well, then, sit down.
See, it still smells like pine needles in here. I better.
It was nice about Mary and Ruth.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you like her?
Oh, yeah, sure. She's a peach.
Oh, it's just marriage in general you're not interested about, huh?
No, marriage is fine. It's great for Marty and Harry and Sammy.
Mary, who's in there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey, what does he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
What? I don't know. I just came in here to get warm.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
Well, you just tell him to go on home. And don't you leave the house either. Sam Wainwright promised to call you tonight from New York.
Now, you know I didn't come over. You know I didn't come over here to.
What did you come here for then?
I don't know. You're the one that's supposed to have all the answers. You tell me.
Well, why don't you just go home?
Fine. I don't know why I came here in the first place. Good night.
Good night.
Right? Mary, telephone. It's Sam.
I'll get it. Hello?
Come on, yeah.
Hee-haw. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Ah, great. It's good to hear your voice again.
Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. Say, there's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
You mean old Mossback George?
Yes, old Mossback George.
Yeehaw, put him on.
Wait a minute, I'll call him. George! George, Sam wants to speak to you.
Hello, Sam. Well, George Bailowski. Hey, if I'm pal you are, what are you trying to do? Steal the girl?
What do you mean? Nobody's trying to steal your girl. Here's Mary.
No. Wait a minute. I want to talk to both. Tell me everything on the extension.
Here, you tell me.
Mother's on the extension. We can go here. Come here. We're listening, Sam.
George, you remember a few years ago how I told you my dad was going to find a way to make plastics out of soybeans?
Yeah?
Well, it's taking off. The money's about to start rolling in. George, we have a job for you. That's it. That is, if you're finally ready to give up on that old broken down building alone. Mary. Mary.
Yes, Sam. I'm here.
Would you tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime? You hear? The chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
You listen here. I don't want any soybeans, I don't want any plastics, and I don't want to get married, ever! Anyone, you understand that? I want to do what I want to do, and you're... Oh, Mary.
Oh, in front of your own mother. I never.
Oh, I'll call you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow.
I now pronounce you man and wife. George, make this your bride.
Here's the kitty. Here, come, Mary.
I feel like a bootlegger's wife. Look.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to shoot the works. We're going to spend a whole week in New York and a whole week in Bermuda.
Then what?
Well, and then what, Mary?
After that, who cares?
George, there's something funny going on over at the bank. I've never seen one, but it's got all the earmarks of a run. Ernie, if you got any money, you better hurry.
George, let's not speak. Let's go on.
Mary, this will just take a minute. I'll be right back.
Please, George.
This will just take a minute. I'll be right back.
And blackout, quick scene change. Dave building alone. And guys, play quickly. And black. By the way, if you hold hands in any way with Amber, make sure you watch some she has strep throat. Go on, like.
Well, hello, everybody. Thompson. Maud.
George, I need to talk to you.
Reaction.
Why didn't you call me?
I just did. They said you left. It's the pickle, George. This is the pickle.
All right, well, how did it start? When did it happen?
How does anything like this ever start? The day called alone.
When?
Oh, about an hour ago, it had to hand over all of our money.
All of it?
Every cent of it. It was still less than we owe.
Holy mackerel.
Potter just called. He's taking over the bank. They're going to open back up next week. He's going to guarantee our people, too. They have to bring their shares over and they'll pay him $50,000.
He doesn't miss a trick, does he? Well, he's going to miss this one.
George, was it a nice wedding?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. You can take that screen off your feet. All right, now, folks, I want you to remember that this thing doesn't appear as black as it really is. Now, we've just got off the phone with old man Potter, and he's going to give me money. Guaranteed cash payments at the bank. Now, the bank will open up in 1 week.
1 week? But George, I've got my money here.
Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter here.
I'd like my money now.
Oh, you're thinking about this place all wrong, as if I have the money back in the safe. The money's not here. The money's in Joe's house, right next to yours, in the Macklin house, in the Kennedy house, and 100 others. You loan them the money to build, and then they repay you as best as they can. Now, what are you going to do? Foreclose on them?
I've got $242 in here. $242 is not going to break anybody.
Okay, Ethel. Oh, okay, all right. You come here. And you sign here. And you'll get your money in 60 days.
60 days? Thanks.
Well, now, that's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Ethel, did you get your money? No.
I did. Old man Potter's 50 cents on the dollar.
You got cash?
Yeah.
Okay, Shirley. All right.
Are you going to go to Potter's?
Better to get half the money.
Wait a minute, whoa!
You're on stage.
No, I beg of you not to do this thing. Now, if Potter gets a hold of this building alone, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank, he's got the bus lines, he's got the department stores. And now he's after us, and you know why? Because we're cutting in on his business, that's why. And he's trying to keep you living in the slums and paying the kind of rent that he decides. Now, can't you see what's happening? Don't you see what's happening? Potter isn't selling, Potter's buying. And we're panicking and he's not. Now, we can get through this thing all right. Now, we've got to have faith in each other.
We've got to stick together. I know that things look bad. I know that things look bleak. It's only temporary. Just give the bank 1 week. And don't go run to Potter because you're in a bind. Today he'll give you money, but from then on rob you blind. Don't you see what's happening? We've got to stick together. That's what we have to do. Just like we're sis and brother, that's how we'll make it. We've got to stick together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true. Now Joe, you had a shack in that old Potter's field. You paid him all that high rent. Your fate was signed and sealed. And Phil's, have you forgotten? Last year when things were great, you couldn't make your payments, but I let you make them late. Do you think Potter would have let you keep that house? Not on your life. Come on! We've got to stick together. That's what we have to do. Just like we're sis and brother, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stick together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true.
That's good for you, George, but my husband hasn't worked in over a year. I need money. How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I've got your bills to pay.
My family needs cash.
Mom can't pay her kids off days.
How much do you need?
Here's $2,000. I've got $2,000. This will put us over until the bank reopens. All right. Ethel?
$142.
No, Ethel. Just until the bank reopens.
I need $242, George.
All right, fine. Here you go. All right.
That'll close my account.
Your account's still here. That's a loan. All right, Phyllis?
I got $300 here.
Now, Phyllis, how much just until the bank reopens?
Well, I guess $20 for
All right. $20. Mrs. Thompson?
You're gonna get your own money, George.
Never mind about that. How much do you need?
I can get along with 20, all right.
$20. Mrs. Gower?
Could I have $17.50?
Oh, of course you can have $17.50.
We got to stay together, that's what we have to do. Just like we're sis and brother, that's how we'll make it through. That's how we'll make it through. We got to stay together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true. We got to stick together. You need me and I need you. You need me and I need you. We've got to stay together. That's what we have to do. Just like we're sis and brother, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stay together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another. That's how our dreams. That's how our dreams. That's how our dreams come true. We got to stick together.
Blackout. You guys are back, curtain closes, scene change. Oh, $2, right? My bad. They did it! They did it! George Bailey really is a hero to these people.
I told you that you would like George Bailey.
Oh yeah, he's a fine fellow. Don't George and Mary just make the perfect couple? But Josephine, they gave up their honeymoon money Did they ever get to go? What about all their plans?
Mary made arrangements for a wonderful honeymoon at the old Granville house.
The old Granville house, the place where they threw the rocks?
Right in Clarence are catching on. Mary decorated the old place up like you all learned the stories earlier. They had a wonderful honeymoon right there in Bedford Falls.
What about their money? Did they ever get it back?
No, they didn't. There's one Mary right on. They rolled up their sleeves and worked hard in Bedford Falls. Like his father, George helped folks all over town realize their dreams.
And lights up.
Bread, that this house may never know hunger, and salt, that life may always have flavor.
And wine, that joy and prosperity may reign forever. Enter the Martini Castle.
You hear what he say? Me, Giuseppe Martini, I own my own house. No more we live like pigs in a potter's field. Now we have our own place in a belly park. Bless you, Giuseppe. I have prayed yes daily to have my own place. You trust in this face. You are like a family. I call you Martini, my brother and my friend until I die.
You are not mean. Besides, I know how to handle this. The Baileys have been a boil on my neck long enough.
Mr. Potter, George Bailey is here to see you.
Fine. Tell him to come in.
As I say, it's no skin off my nose. So one of these days, this bright young man is going to be asked, this bright young woman is going to be asking him for a job.
Well,
George. Yes? George, come in. Have a seat. It's so good of you to come so soon. I know you're busy.
well, I suppose I'll find out sooner or later, but why exactly did you want to see me?
George, you know, that's just what I like so much about you. George, I'm an old man, and most people hate me, but I don't like them either, so that makes it all easy. You know as well as I do that for a number of years now, that I run practically everything in this town, but the baby building alone. You know also that for a number of years now, I have been trying to get control of it, or kill it, but I haven't been able to do it. You have been stopping me. In fact, you have beat me, George, and as anyone in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. Take during the Depression, for instance. You and I were the only ones that kept our heads. You saved the building alone, and I saved all the rest.
You know, most people would say that you stole all the rest.
Oh, the envious ones say that, George. Suckers. I have stated my side very frankly. Now, let's take a look at your side. Look at your life, what you got. Be honest, George. We don't have a lot to buy. So, come down the bar. Being so kind as a gun you far. You may be good, you may be meek, but you can't survive before you're weak. After the bills have all been paid, how much is left of what you have made? What if Mary has
Are you talking to somebody else in here? I mean, you remember me, George Bailey? What about the building alone?
Oh, confounded man, are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year, starting today. Is it a deal, or isn't it?
Well, Mr. Potter, I know that I jumped at the opportunity, but I was wondering maybe I could have 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You go on home and talk about it to your wife.
Okay, Mr. Potter?
Okay, George?
No. No, I don't have to think about this with anybody. I know the answer right now, and the answer is no. You sit here in your little office and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money? Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. Why, the whole scheme of things, I'd say that you were nothing more than a skirted little spider. And that goes for you, too.
You'll be sorry, George Bailey, you fool.
back out.
And Act 2.
Yep.
Well, parents, are you ready to continue with George Bailey?
Yes, sir, I'm getting close to my wings.
Clarence, you're as close as you've ever been.
Oh, good.
And you probably already guessed that George never leaves Redwood Falls.
Oh, no.
Mary had a baby. A boy. Then she had another one. A girl. Day after day, she worked away from making no bread from a hospital home. Night after night, George came back taking the honors. Father was bearing down hard. Then came war. Mary had 2 more babies. But she still found time to run the USO. Sam Wainwright gave her fortune in plastic goods and planes. Potter became head of scrap board. Cousin Tilly and Uncle Billy sold war bonds. Bert Top was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Earned the taxi driver parachuted into France. Harry Bailey topped them all. The Navy flyer shot down 15 planes.
Huh.
2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
But George.
George? Poor Al on account of his ear. George fought the battle of Bedford Falls.
Joseph, show him what happened today.
Today?
Ah, yes, today is the day of days. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, that's my favorite day of the year. Oh, Josephine, please show me. Please show me.
All right, look and see.
Open.
Merry
that's right. And Mother just called to say that she had lunch with the president's wife.
What do we have to eat?
Well, you'll have to ask her yourself. The Navy's flying her home tonight.
My. If this isn't an absolutely perfect Christmas Eve here in Bedford Falls. George, Mary, I want to thank you for all you mean to this town. Let's hear it for Harry Bailey and all of the Bailey family, the pride of Bedford Falls.
The bank. The bank. And lights up.
December 24th. $8,000. Well, good morning, Potter. What's the news? Well, Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal. I'd be one of those Bailey boys now, could it? You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. My bad.
And round.
I was off the
Faces lighting up this town.
You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down.
How does Slacker George feel about that medal?
Very jealous, very jealous. He only lost 3 buttons off his vest. Of course, like George would have gotten 2 of those medals if he'd gone.
Bad year.
Harry fought so bravely in the war, while George worked so hard to mind the store. See, old man, that's what our family's for.
Eyewash. I can't take this anymore.
You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. After all, Potter, some people like George had to stay home. Not every deal was in Germany and Japan. Knock us down, pick it up again. The Bailey boys are stout-hearted men. When you think we're finished done, the Bailey brothers have just begun. Read, Potter! You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. No matter how you try to steal around, see for yourself, Rome's world renowned. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down. You can't keep those Bailey brothers. We stand above the others. You can't keep those Bailey brothers down.
Okay, well, I'm still training my goon, so after you wheel me over here, we're there for a little while, and then when he's finishing up his song, we need to come to the center of the stage. Okay? And that's when you bring me over to here. Or actually, how far back am I supposed to be, guys?
We have to cycle around.
Okay, so back here. So you will bring me over here, okay? And then they have to have me over here, because if I'm not over here, they can't circle around. Okay, so we're gonna move on.
We're done.
Okay.
Do I back up so there's space between me and you?
I don't know what we're talking about.
As long as you're not in our symbol plan.
So, where do you want the desk? I can't remember. This is where I do. Yeah, I can't move because of my back. I'm in a wheelchair.
Bring it in, move it up, the desk, go! There we go.
Right there. Right there.
There we go.
Can't find good movers anywhere.
You're right.
I'm gonna move you.
Okay.
And then, am I still just looking here?
Yep. Bailey Brothers down. Clap, clap, clap.
I think I need music. Yes?
Uncle Billy.
Yes.
Good morning, Shirley.
Oh, I forgot.
Bailey Brothers down.
Good morning, Shirley.
Morning. Did you forget something, Billy?
Huh?
Did you forget something?
What?
The money for your deposit? Aren't you gonna make a deposit?
Sure I am. Right there.
Where's the money? Did you forget something?
Oh, shucks. I know I had it. It's got to be here.
Maybe you left it at the office. Maybe you left it at the office.
No. I had it with me. It's got to be there somewhere. I know I had it. Check again. See if it's there.
Come on, this is where Carter's out there. Let's go. Right there. And lights up.
Oh, George, it's Harry, long distance from Washington.
Harry, what do you know about that? Harry, baby! How you stand? Wait till you see what they're cooking up in town for you. How's it? Oh, Uncle Billy? Has Uncle Billy come in yet?
He stopped at the bank first.
He's not here yet, Harry. Oh, okay.
Oh, and that man's here again.
What man?
Bank examiner.
Oh, hey, Harry, talk to Tilly for a minute. I'll be right back. Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
Carter, thank you, Denver.
Oh, Mr. Carter, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're all excited around here. My brother just got the Congressional Medal of Honor. The president just decorated him.
I guess they do those things. I trust you had a good year.
Good year. Well, between you and me, Mr. Carter, we're broke.
Very funny. I shouldn't wonder when you reverse charges on long distance calls.
Oh, George, should I hang out?
No, he wants to talk to Uncle Billy. Just hang on.
Now, if you cooperate, I'd like to finish with you by tonight. I want to spend Christmas in Elmira with my family.
I totally understand. I completely understand. If you'll just have a seat, we'll take care of you. Just make yourself at home, and I'll go get those books for you. Oh, hi, Violet.
Hey, George, can I see you for a second?
Yeah, sure. Just come over here for a minute. This will just take a moment. Oh, Billy, here's on the phone for you.
Billy, it's your nephew, long distance from Washington. Remember? Here he is, Harry.
Hello? Hello? Yes? Yes, Harry, everything's fine. I should have my head examined. $8,000. It's got to be here somewhere.
What? Who are you?
Now, this character reference ought to help you.
Character? Well, I'll show you character.
Well, now, Violet, it takes a lot of character to go pick up and move from your hometown. Now, here.
George, no.
Now, you're broke, aren't you? What are you going to do? Hawk your bird and hat? Walk to New York, you know they charge more just up there as well as we do.
Yeah.
And besides, that's my business. It's a loan, building a loan. You'll get a good job.
Mr. Bailey.
Oh, Mr. Carter, I'm sorry. Billy, what's the matter? The bank examiner's here.
Oh, he's here?
Well, yeah, he needs the accounts payable. Tilly, can I see you here for a minute?
Yeah.
Did you see Uncle Billy with any money last night?
He was counting it on his desk when he closed up.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you look in the safe?
I've looked everywhere, George.
Okay, well, did you buy anything?
I didn't buy anything. I didn't even buy a stick of gum.
All right. Okay, we just have to go over every step you took since you left the house.
I've been doing that all morning, George. It's just gone. It's just gone.
Now look, you put the envelope in your pocket, right?
Yes. Maybe.
Maybe? I don't want a maybe because we have to find that money. Now, you put it in somewhere in your house, a secret hiding place, somewhere you could have hidden the
That's
money.
good to you, George. I looked everywhere, George.
Listen to me.
Listen.
Listen to me. Think.
I'm tired of thinking, George. It hurts.
Where do you know the money, silly old man? Do you know what this means? It means scandal and bankruptcy and prison. That's what it means. Well, what is this going to tell? It's not going to be me.
Don't get me.
You need a pencil. I got one.
Places.
Where do I go?
You're on him. And lights up.
Hey, Jane, Tommy, come help me finish decorating the Christmas tree. Susan, honey, you just stand on the couch with us. I just love this old house.
Especially at
you like it?
Bless you.
Bless you, dear. Did you bring the wreath? Did you bring the Christmas wreath?
What wreath?
The Merry Christmas wreath for our window.
I forgot at the office.
Is it snowing? Where's your coat?
I left him in the office.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. It's all right.
Go on, Pete. You're a big boy. You can put the star up. Way up at the top. That's it. Fill that little brush right there. That's it. Isn't it wonderful about Harry? George, we're famous. I'll bet I had 50 calls today about the parade, the banquet your mother's so excited.
Must she keep playing that?
Practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says after the party we can stay up till midnight singing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy?
Better hurry and shave. The families will be here soon.
Families? I don't want the families to be here.
Excuse me, excuse me.
Have a hectic day.
Oh yeah, one big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the mouse next door having a party. You should see it.
What's wrong with our car? Isn't our car good enough for you?
Excuse me,
Excuse you for what?
My hurts.
All right, George. You're excused. Let's see if Susan needs me.
Susan, what's wrong with Susan?
Oh, she's got a cold. She couldn't come to school.
She have,
They gave her a flower for a present. She didn't want to crush it, so she didn't have a coat.
does she have a sore throat or what?
It's just a cold. The doctor says it's nothing serious.
Doctor? The doctor was here?
Yes, I called him right away. He says it's nothing to worry about.
Does she have a temperature?
Just a teensy one, 99.6. George, she'll be all right.
It's this draft old house. Why do you have to live here in this crummy town anyways? It's amazing that we don't all have pneumonia. It's like living in a refrigerator.
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why do we have all these kids?
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Go ask your mother. Janie, haven't you learned that silly old tune yet? Zuzu's trying to rest.
But I have to get ready for the party. Jimmy, dear, just stop for a minute. You can be with me.
Well, what happened to you? Oh, no. Where do you think you are going? Well, not here. You just give it to Dad. Here, Daddy will just paste them on for you. There you go. Now, the good is new. Now, will you do something for me? Will you try to get some rest? No, you go to sleep. And then you the flower will get a whole garden, okay? Uh-huh.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How should I know? Do I look like a dictionary? Tommy, stop it! Janie, stop playing now! Stop it! Janie, Mary, I'm sorry. Pete, I owe you an apology too. Now, what is it you wanted? Good. What's wrong with all of you? Janie, I told you to play. Now play!
Oh, Daddy. George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you just...
Mary.
Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble? Should I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard.
Should I pray too?
You too, Tommy. Hello, Uncle Billy?
And flag out. Potter's office. And lights up.
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter, through some sort of a mistake. My company's short on their accounts. The bank examiner's up there right now, and I need to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporters were wanting to talk to you about.
Reporters?
Yes? They called me up from your building in London. Oh, and there's a man over there from the DA's office, too. He's looking for you.
Please, Mr. Potter, please help me, please. You have to know what this means to my family. If you still want the building alone, I'll pay any sort of interest on...
George, could there possibly be a slight discrepancy in the books?
Well, no, sir. There's nothing wrong with the book. I just misplaced $8,000.
You misplaced $8,000.
Yes, sir.
Have you notified the police?
Well, no, sir. I didn't want publicity. I mean, with Harry's homecoming, and
Oh, they're gonna believe that one. What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
no, sir. No, sir. I haven't.
What is it? A woman then? You know it's all over town that you've been giving money to Violet Vick.
What?
Not that it makes any difference to me, but why did you come to me? Why don't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him for the money?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
Well, what about all your other friends?
You know that they don't have that kind of money.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important. What kind of security would I have, George? Have you got any stocks,
No, sir.
bonds, real estate, collateral of any kind?
Well, got a $15,000 life insurance policy.
Yes, and what's your equity in that worth?
$500.
$500. Why, you're worth more dead than alive. Look at your life. Look at this mess. You were so sure of all your success. Now without me, you can't survive. You're worth more dead than you are alive. What can you say? What can you do? The riffraff you love will never help you. When they find out what you have done, you will be through, and I will have won. I know how to solve this problem. I know how to right this wrong. I'll make sure you land in jail. That's where men like you belong. Go ahead and run. Go where you can hide. They will find you soon. Searching for a while. Go ahead and run. Run just like the wind. You don't have a chance. You don't have a friend. I have to say, I saw it coming. First the father, now the son. Just another failure, just another fraud. So go on, George. Go ahead and run.
Blackout. The bridge. We got a line. This will be just like that. Curtain open 8 feet.
Dear God, I don't know if you're up there. I'm not a praying man. But God, if you can hear me, I need to know your plan. I've never felt so desperate. Dear God, I'm so afraid. I cannot face the future, the mess that I have made of my life. So please show me the way. I can't face one more day on my own. I'm so alone. I had too many wishes. I had too many dreams. Too many disappointments. The end has come, it seems. For all I see is failure. I don't think I can cope with one more disappointment. Dear God, I've lost all hope of my life. So please show me the way. I can't face one more day on my own. I'm so alone.
How did you happen to fall in?
I didn't fall in. Jumped in to save you.
What? To save me?
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it.
Through with what?
Suicide. I mean, I had to think really fast, and so I jumped in, because I knew that if I were drowning, you'd jump in to save me, and you see you did. That's how I saved you.
Very funny.
Well, the answer to your prayer, you know. That's what I'm here for, George.
How do you know my name?
I know all about you.
What are you, a mind reader?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then who are you?
I'm Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody. AS2. What's that AS2?
Angel, second class.
What's up with you? What did you say a minute ago? Why do you want to save me?
That's what I was sitting down here for. I'm your guardian angel.
I would be a bit surprised.
Ridiculous of you to think about killing yourself for some money, a measly $8,000.
Well, things like that. Now, how did you know that?
I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
You look about the type of guardian angel I get. More like a fallen angel. What happened to your wings?
Hey, I haven't won them yet. I'm an angel, second class. Turn that up, let me put it to you this way. I'm just a second class angel. I know that it's sad, but it's true. Because when you're a second class angel, even heaven, oh, but it'll make you feel blue. I'm just a second class angel. I walk while the others fly by. Because when you're a second class angel, you can jump, but you won't get too high. Say, George, you need to listen, my friend.
Friend?
Yeah, George, I'm talking to you. Because I can get my wings and a lot of other things. You only have to listen till I'm through.
Oh, great.
I'm just a second class angel. All I can do is stroll down the street. When you're a second-class angel, even heaven can be hard on your feet. Oh, my tootsie wootsies. I'm just a second-class angel. My heart is a small one, you see. 'Cause when you're a second-class angel, you can see, but in only one key. Hey George, did you know that this is Christmas Eve? It's a perfect time to trust Christ and believe in angels and miracles and love that never dies. By George, it's time to open your eyes. Come on George, get with the program.
God, the second class angel, I guess you're an answer to prayer.
'Cause when you're a second class angel, don't we make a pair? You've got a second class angel, and I'm all the angel you need. 'Cause if God sent an angel, it's time to pay attention, and you've got an angel indeed. Let's go. A bona fide heaven sent,
Half the product, low rent.
second class angel. You've got an angel in me. Oh! So I've got to earn my wings. Can you help me, George?
Oh, sure. How?
Well, by letting me help you.
There's only one way you can help me. You
How's
don't
that?
happen to have $8,000.
Well, no, of course, we don't use money in heaven.
No, that's right. I keep forgetting. Well, it sure comes in handy down here, Bob. I guess I found out too late. I'm worth more dead than I am alive.
Hey now, don't say things like that. I'm never going to earn my wings if you talk like that. Like, you just don't know all that you've done.
Well, sure. If it hadn't been for me, everybody would be better off. My wife, my kids, my friends. Look, little fellow, why don't you go fly off and haunt somebody else?
Ah, you don't understand. I've got my job.
Ah, shut up, will ya?
It's not going to be easy. Oh, so you still think that killing yourself is the best way to go? It's going to make other people happy, huh?
Right, yes, you're right. It would have been better if I'd never been born at all.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Man, don't say things like that. I'm telling you that... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, that just might work. Hey, what do you think about that? All right, that'd be good. We'll do it then. All right, George, you got your wish. You've never been born.
What'd you say?
I said you've never been born. You haven't a care in the world.
Worries, obligations.
Oh, yeah, no worries, no obligations, no Potter.
$1,000.
No $8,000, none of that stuff to worry about. No bank examiner looking for you.
Say something else in that area.
Sure. You can hear out of it now.
Well, that's the doggonest thing. I've been out of here, out of that ear since I was a little kid. It must have been that jump in the cold water. So, what's happened? It stopped snowing, hasn't it? What's going on here? Oh, I said that you and I just go stroll into town and see.
Sure.
Oh, wait, I forget. I'll stroll, you fly.
I can't fly.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't got my wings. And what? Lights, so to speak.
This is strange, but it seems somewhat familiar, but so peculiar. Or that's the fall.
Look again, George, for soon it will be so clear. You've never been here.
What?
No, not at all.
Mr. Angel, I've lived here my whole life long. You've got it all wrong. Just go away.
Can't you see, George? You were not here to stop him. That's why it's so grim and dark today. In Pottersville, where they wear a frown. Folks are ill in Pottersville. Can you guess who owns this town? Potter? Of course. Why do you think they call it? that you may come true. I'm here to help you. Please let me try.
If you're the same, you gotta help me. The building and loan, it's always been there, right on the town square. All this is new. They were bankrupt 20 years ago. Now, oh, you know, see them
George? George, are you all right?
I don't know.
Oh. Somebody just made it.
Made what?
Every time you hear a bell ring, it means an angel's just gotten his wings.
Look, who are you?
I told you, George. I'm your guardian angel.
You told me that before. What else are you? You're a hypnotist?
No, of course not.
Well, then how come I'm seeing all these strange things?
Well, I told you. Don't you understand, George? It's because you were never born.
If I was never born, who am I?
You're nobody. You have no identity.
You mean I have no identity? I'm George Bailey.
No, there is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy. No, and they're not there either, George.
What?
Zuzu's pedals. You've been given a great gift, George, to see what the world would be like without you in it.
Wait a minute. This is some sort of a bad dream. Well, I'm getting out of here. I'm going home.
Home? What home?
Shut up, cut it out! You're crazy, and it's driving me crazy too. I'm seeing things. Oh, look, mister, I'm going home with my wife and my family. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
George, you don't have a home. You don't understand. You were never born.
Mary, Pete, Dee, Tommy, and Zuzu?
They're not here, George. You have no children.
What have you done to me, crazy old fool?
Nothing, George. I'm only trying to help you.
Well?
Mother, I was sure that you...
Mother, what do you want?
I was sure you remember me. It's me, George.
George who?
Oh, Mother, something terrible's happened to me. Something terrible's happened to everybody.
I don't know you. You're crazy.
Well, I know everybody that you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Well, sure I do.
When did you see him last?
Well, today at Building Alone.
That's a lie. He's been in an insane asylum ever since he lost his business, and if that's me, that's where you belong.
Well, what about your son, Harry Bailey?
How do you know about Harry? Harry Bailey broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 7. How dare you?
Clarence, that's a lie. Harry Bailey was a war hero. He went to war. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Because Harry wasn't there to save them, because you weren't there to save Harry.
What's going on? You've got me into some sort of a spell. Well, get out of it. Get out of it. Where did I go wrong? I had so many dreams to be somebody, to be a success, to be somebody.
You are somebody. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. And don't you see what a mistake it would have been to just throw it all away? I mean, strange, isn't it? How each man's life touches so many others. And when he isn't around, there's an awful hole, don't you think? It's a wonderful life, a gift sent from heaven. It's a wonderful life. There's a purpose just for you. One life touches one life like a candle burning bright to light the way for others. It's a wonderful life to know someone loves you. It's a wonderful life, come whatever you'll come through. Say a prayer and Jesus hears you in the darkness of the night. God is there, He's walking with you. It's a wonderful life.
Clarence,
Yes, George.
I want to see Mary.
Oh, George, I can't do that. No, I'm just not supposed to do that kind of thing.
Clarence, please.
All right, George. But you're not going to like it.
Mary! 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 Mary, what's happened to us? Mary, it's me, George. Mary, you don't do this to me.
I don't know, you
What,
let me go.
what happened to our kids, Mary? Mary, it's me, please. Listen to me, Mary. Mary! Mary! No, that's my wife, it works. It's me, George Bailey. That's my...
Look, Philip, who's George Bailey? By the way, how do you know my name? I don't know you from Adam's office. What the?
Hey, come here, Clarence! Clarence, help me, please, Clarence! Clarence, where are you? Give me back, please, Clarence!
And blackout, Ridge.
Clarence, help me! Clarence, I don't care what happens. Just give me back. Give me back my wife and family and kids. I want to live again. 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 Oh God, I want my life back. I want to live again. No matter what may happen, I want what I had then. How could I be so foolish to throw it all away? Oh God, just one more moment. Please God, just one more day of my life. A life that turns out to be the only life meant for me. A beautiful life, a wonderful life. I had a wife and family, a blessing from your hand. Friends I loved who loved me, and now I understand this chance that I've been given to see with my own eyes. Life is a gift from heaven. The greatest gift is love that never dies. Oh God, it started snowing. Could this be Christmas Eve? It's me. I'm really living. Dear God, I still believe in my life.
down here.
Hello, George?
Hot dog, I can't hear a thing. This is pedals. Oh, Bert. Oh, Bert. It's Merry Christmas, Bert. I'm really here. Oh, Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Merry Christmas, oh, Bridget. Oh, Merry Christmas, building. No. Oh, my family. Oh, where's my family? Merry Christmas.
And if somebody can do it, actually lights up.
Mary? Oh, Mr. Carter. Merry Christmas. Have you seen Mary?
Really? Yep.
I know. $8,000.
George, I got a paper here.
I bet that's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? Ooh. Where's Mary? Mary!
Daddy? Hello, Daddy?
Here's old Tony. He changes his all. I could eat you all up. Where's your mother?
We were looking for you with Uncle Willie.
George, darling, where have you been?
You're real. You have no idea what's happened to me.
You have no idea what's happened. Now you stand right over here by the tree. Don't move. I hear it now, George. It's a miracle. Come in, Uncle Billy. Everybody in here.
Isn't it wonderful, George? Mary did it. She told a few people you were in trouble. They didn't ask any questions. They went around town gathering money. They said, if George is in trouble, we're behind it. Isn't it just so I've never seen anything like it.
George, what is this? Another run on the bank? Here's $232.
George, we got the whole pile of money here for you.
Mr. Gower.
We made the rounds of our charge accounts.
Violet Bick?
George, I changed my mind. I'm not going.
If it wasn't for you, George, I wouldn't have a roof.
Ernie's supposed to be here.
Oh,
Ernie's not here.
Everybody be quiet. Listen, this is just in from New York. From London. Stop. Take us for something.
Stop, Mr. Gower. Campbell's needs cash.
Stop.
My office directly pays up to $25,000. Merry Christmas.
Mary, it looks like I got here too late.
So, Henry, what about your banquet in New York?
I left as soon as I got Mary's telegram. Folks, let's hear it for my big brother, George Bailey, the richest man in all of Bedford Falls.
That's